So what is a PWC?
Well, PWC is a personal watercraft, and basically they're marine engines that are jet pump or jet propelled, and they're very manoeuvrable. They're very compact. You can carry your own personal gear in there as well. They've got a lot of storage in there, and with their compact size and lightweight, they're actually very manoeuvrable, and they operate in a small bit of water. So you've got good access to getting into almost any waterway.
So how do I get myself onto one of these bad boys?
Well, there's actually a massive Australian dealer network with a few brands in the marketplace, and you go into your local dealer and have a chat to them, and they'll be able to fit you into a ski that'll suit you, depending if you want to ride on your own with your family, the tow skis and tube riders. They range from 110 horsepower up to 300 horsepower, so there's like a massive variance, and there's so many different model styles out in the marketplace.
So what about the stand-up jet skis that I see around? Are they just similar to these jet skis?
Well, yes, they are jet propelled, and but they only carry one person, and so you're limited in the fact of how you want to travel.
You leave the missus and kids at home.
Well, you're going to have to, yeah. I mean, it's a bit of a play toy, that one.
So Ben, can you tell me some of the special features about this PWC?
Well, PWCs, they come with a lot of storage and stuff in them now. So all brands have storage available in the front of the unit. So it's a dry store, so you can put a picnic or towels or any other equipment that you need in there. Most of them have seating for 3 now. You can get dedicated 2-seat skis, but everyone's going to a 3-seat platform. We have other models out there, and other brands have different features, but personal watercraft are now available with a braking system. Okay, so it's like an ABS system on the water, so very, very safe. If you need to pull up in a hurry, then it's just a matter of squeezing the brake lever on the unit. They have built-in GPS systems on them. Some models will have fish finders and depth sounders and that as well, so that they also cater for that fishing market with the skis. So where we were talking before, a very, very versatile unit that you can carry a lot of gear in them, a lot of people, fish, ski, and have the safety of a lot of the inherent features that are available these days.
So how fast has PWC's progress from when they first, the first earlier models right up till now?
Yeah, they've come a long way. The first skis were a 2-stroke design. Okay, so the engines were very, very thirsty on fuel and quite unreliable. With the latest generation of PWCs now, they're 4-stroke, okay, so a lot more reliable, a lot better on fuel, and some of them are quite quick. I mean, this particular unit that we're standing by here, it will pull 120 plus kilometres an hour. So again, it's about purchasing the ski that's going to suit what you want to do with it.
Now, do a lot of them have the gauges as well on the models?
Yeah, pretty well. It's similar to what you get in a car these days. So you've got tacho, you've got a speed gauge, but then we have like built-in GPS units, trim, and you also have different modes. You have a sport mode and a touring mode. So if you're just cruising between the islands, you can have it in touring mode to save your fuel.
So economic and sport.
Yeah. Actually, all the brands now have economy modes. Obviously, it's a big part of where the industry's heading, so that you can click them into economy mode, so that you get the best fuel burn and all the latest skis being 4-stroke, very, very little emissions, so very economy environment.
And a lot quieter?
Very, very much so. I mean, there's laws now with decibel ratings that these have to meet, and all the latest generation PWCs, they have to meet that criteria. So they're not the old smelly, loud 2-strokes of before.
And what sort of maintenance would I do on a PWC like this?
Yeah, they're pretty straightforward. I mean, you maintain the ski, but then you've with our dealer network around the country, they go in for scheduled servicing, much like you would a car. So at every 10 hours and then every 100 hours after that, depending on brand. But it's a scheduled service where you take it into the dealer and they service the units for you.
So what are the maintenance tips on these?
Well, the PWCs are very easy to maintain. The beauty of them is they're such a small craft that you can pretty well tuck them anywhere you like, so storage is quite easy on them. Maintaining them is quite simply just wash them down with fresh water when you get home. All PWCs have a flushing port on them as well, where you plug your hose into it to clean out the cooling system on them. And then literally just a bit of soap, bit of water, bit of love and care, maybe a bit of WD-40 on the engines, but very, very easy to maintain.
Nice wipe down, keep it all shiny for the next time.
Yeah, absolutely. Ship it back into the pool room. Yep.
So easy to store, they don't take up much room at all?
No, well, I mean, as you see here, this is the length of the ski. You're probably looking at around about 10 to 12 feet. They're available either on a single or a dual trailer. So that's why a lot of people are shifting towards PWCs, is that they don't need massive garages to store them anymore. On a single trailer, they can tuck them down between houses or put them on the other side of a carport. Very easy to store.
Now, I'm shocking at reversing a trailer. Are these a lot easier to reverse a boat down in?
Well, when you compare it to a tinny, absolutely, because these sit so high on the trailer, and you can see this from the back of the car, they're very easy to back down a boat ramp. So you can see the ski at all times in your rear vision mirrors when you're backing down the boat ramp. So yeah, it takes a lot of the guesswork out of it.
So Chris, I've just bought myself a PWC and I've got no friends to ride with. How do I get into riding with other people?
Well, see, what you'll probably find now is a great thing with a lot of the dealerships, that where you buy these PWCs from, is that they want to keep you using your ski and make sure you understand how well it can operate. So you'll find a lot of them actually run days out in the bay, on the lakes. So when you actually go in and you're having a look at the different PWCs that you're interested in, what you'll see is they'll normally have brochures, pamphlets. They'll have it also on their website, where they'll actually talk about what their next event is, what date it is, where they're going to go, things like that. So it's definitely a great way for people to continue to use their PWCs and make sure they keep them in really good condition. And they're talking to other people, so they may learn some tips on where they can go, because it's amazing how many people don't realise.
A couple little secret spots out
That's
here.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, well.
It's amazing. Just on the ride down today, you just look in amongst all the bay area there, and gee, I'd love to go and check that out. With the PWC, you can easily do it.
Well, this weather's starting to come over, so let's get back out in the water and get out there and have some fun.
Excellent.
The weather was certainly about to turn against us, so we hit the water with the strong headwind and roared back to the mainland. We reached some serious speeds, and I tried my hand at jet skiing on one of these amazing PWCs. The power of these jet skis was jaw-dropping. Let the throttle rip and hold on. It was a great day out in the water. The PWC lifestyle was so freeing, you really can go anywhere. For more information on how you can get into PWCs, go to the Marine Safety Queensland website, www.msq.qld.gov.au.
Probably one of the greatest experiences was only recently where we took the children out sailing out to the Kilcoy end of Wivenhoe, where we took them sailing and in a little Bondwood dinghy, and that was absolutely amazing to see the children's faces and to be basically going over the waves with no noise, and again a different sensory feel to it. There's no salt water, there's no tides. To still see a pelican but not see the seagull, but to see a Brahmi kite, and that was sort of a thing that amazed us. And I suppose one of the advantages that I really liked was getting home at 6:30 that evening to know that I could just put the boat away because there was no salt on it. So there's no washing for Dad. That was something that I must admit was I was like, that's a bonus.
And can you fish? All okay to fish
Absolutely. There? The again, permit structures and that, but the fishing in some of these dams, as you'll see in some of the fishing magazines and on some of the signage at the dams, is amazing. And with the
is that our drinking water?
Well, some of the areas are, yeah. And but with the recent rains, though, the red claw population, which is a freshwater crayfish or yabby, have really exploded. And they're a bit of a delicacy. And there's some really amazing people out there chasing these things and enjoying catching them. So it is diverse. It's skiing, it's wakeboarding, it's fishing, it's yabbing, as they call it, and just for the people that have a sense of a green feel to their boating. You can go out there under a sail or under a kayak and feel that your permit's going back into the body. You're not creating pollution because you're enjoying an activity that's not reliant on a combustion engine. So it's a bit of a feel-good being on the dams and using them as well.
And a lot of people are fishing too out of their kayaks and things these days. That's huge.
Well, thanks for that. That's a really different aspect of boating, and I think it's something that maybe isn't so visible compared to the power boats on the coast. Thank you.
Thank you.